A term bandied about lately is toxic masculinity. The basic idea is obvious that some men are so fixated on demonstrating how manly they are that they harm themselves and others in the process. I tend to frown on the use of labels, and like most labels, toxic masculinity points to something real and serious, but does not illuminate what lies beneath the surface. What is toxic masculinity? During the initial months of the COVID pandemic, I wrote an article about the right wing's cowardly opposition to mask mandates. My argument then, and an argument to which I still hold, is that what is labeled toxic masculinity is that some insecure men fear appearing vulnerable and act up to mask that fear rather than mask to protect others. Though a useful concept in its proper context, toxic masculinity is best understood as an expression of an underlying sense of identity that is clung to by some males. It is this juvenile, testosterone-fueled identity that is at the base of so much man-child behavior. To describe that identity, I will adopt a term that most people will have heard, but that is underutilized: the bros. What is a bro? Well, ask yourself this question. What do the following males have in common? Elon Musk, Andrew Tate, Sam Bankman-Fried, Boris Johnson, Donald Trump, and those guys who were so obnoxious at the bar last Saturday night. The answer is, they're all bros. What exactly are bros? Here is my definition. Bros are men who act out in blatant and often deliberately uncouth ways to express obliviousness as power. I'll repeat that because it bears repeating. Bros are men who act out in blatant and often deliberately uncouth ways to express obliviousness as power. Yes, obliviousness masquerading as power is the key attribute of a bro. Men are socialized to be bold, even brash, and to act strong and emotionally cold. Society teaches men both a sense of constant insecurity about their image and how to bluster to cover up those fears. We all suffer from these social norms that pressure men to be unemotional and distant. But when that pressure persuades some men to overdo it, we all suffer even more from them becoming bros. The foundation of the bro phenomenon is the peer pressure that leads some men to have a dread fear of appearing weak. Fear is also the root of bigotry, and that is significant here in the bro phenomenon. What separates the men from the bros? Well, men behave, bros brohave. Men know how to behave because they care about other people. Bros care much less, if at all, about how their actions affect other people. When they do care, it is for a particular audience and strictly in self-interest. Being bro is a performance. Bros act as bros for other bros. It's a tough guy act, a performance of uncouth and obnoxious behaviors to display to the world a stoic, I am unaffected front. Obliviousness masquerading as power. Bros shout at each other at bars and nightclubs. They don't care if they irritate other people, though many bros are deluded in believing that women are impressed by their behaviors. Bros act like spoiled rich kids, whether or not they are actually rich. Whatever bros want, they believe they should get. The world is there to serve their wants. Bros pretend they know everything, and anything they don't know is stupid and not worth knowing. That's especially the case if you aren't impressed by the bros. You must be weak and stupid. Bros act tough, both emotionally and physically. Emotionally, bros are too cool to care. Physically, bros will chest bump and roughhouse each other and try to outconsume each other in food and drink. Bros mistake anger for masculinity. Everything and anything to appease the fear of appearing weak, especially to other bros. Most of all, bros immerse themselves in obliviousness. They have their world, and you are either there to facilitate them or you are nothing to them. Those are a few of the general behaviors typical of bros. Let's move to a roll call or brol call of some of the various subspecies of bros. If you know of other subspecies I don't list, please let me know and I will add to our broiary.